Hi there, I am John Paulas, and worksheet 7 is all about saying I am to 3 work identities that come to mind. So won't you join me for today's episode of Life's Potluck Buffet? All right, so I have on the screen now worksheet 7, and the title of worksheet 7 is I am. As you may recall, card 7 is about saying I am to an identity that you used to say I could be to, or you currently say I could be, and embracing that fully. And that's what saying I am is all about. It's about full embrace of an identity. Today's worksheet gives you the opportunity to say 3 work identities that come to mind. And you know the importance of threes in Life's Potluck Buffet. The number 3 is very important because it's that third thing that you say that is often the most important to you. So here's what the worksheet looks like. There's the numbers 1, 2, 3. So that's different from the worksheet about ABC, right? Those are A, B, and C. There's another worksheet coming up in a couple of days. You see, I used the cards on Monday to select 7 worksheets for the week so that I have a set of episodes that I'm going to do. And that works really well. And I'm using that technique that I used on that episode, the famous episode of September 8th, where I made the mistake of challenging the cards and their divinatory powers, and they showed me that I should not mess with them because I said, okay, well, if these cards can really predict things, then the number 52 should come up because that's what I'm going to be doing for tomorrow's episode. And when you know it, the number 52, card 52, came up. And that made me very nervous because I realized that the cards have this power, and so I've been treating them a little bit differently. I've been a little bit hesitant to just draw a card and not do anything about it. I've really made sure that I'm not just kind of flippantly drawing cards and be like, oh, I'll use this one, or I won't use that one, or, this or that, because obviously they have some special power. So the cards that I drew this week, interestingly, were a lot of this lemon dots suit. So that's where we have the yellow bowl with the greens in it and 3 lemon dots on the top and bottom. On this worksheet, we have the 3 lemon dots on the bottom with 3 stars in them because all 3 of these work identities are going to be important for this card. So that is today's worksheet. And as I said, we have work identities 1, 2, and 3, and that's different from the A, B, and C of the ABC exercise about the third time's a charm, and the third thing's a charm. And that's also different from, you'll see soon that there's another card with a different representation of the numerals 1, 2, and 3. And that's coming up in a couple of days. Okay. So here's the instructions. Say 3 work identities that come to mind. Talk about all 3. Then say, I am to all of them. Okay. Let's start with saying 3 work identities that come to mind. Okay, here we go. I'm going to choose a pen. And today I'm going to choose this mauve. I think that's mauve. All right, so here is my mauve pen, and let's get to it. Okay, so number 1, I'm thinking of pastry chef. Don't know why that's on the top of my mind, but it is. I almost wrote pastry mind, which is also okay. I wonder what that would be. I like that. I kind of have a pastry mind. Okay, so pastry chef. And no, maybe I should write mind next to it in brackets just because I said that. That might mean something. Okay, pastry chef mind. There. I'm not going to say that when I say I am a pastry chef because that's I, I'm a pastry chef mind doesn't mean much to me. So I'm putting that on the side as a note. Okay, so number 2, technician. Technician. Okay. Oh, this is interesting because yesterday, do you remember that thing yesterday with the geotechs? And there was that constellation of things that I had that was geotechs, which I grant you that's not a word in the dictionary. It's just something I came to mind. It was a kind of it appeared in my mind, and I have a feeling has to do with technician, technical, but geology or geos or earth stuff, uh, something in that realm, scientific. Feels like very. I don't know if this relates to all of that energy stuff I was talking about and green energy, and yeah, there's something very technical there that's obviously on my mind, and then art, and then music and song, and we had fiberglass. Remember from the Fibre de Verre, the song that I was thinking of, the French song. Oh, I looked up the group. It's the Paris Combo. That was the group. It's a good song. So after that, I said something like we had stuff to do with fashion, and we had curiosity at work. That was the most important thing because I was going to use my curiosity about all of these things to find people who also these things are meaningful to. So there was like a set of seemingly vaguely related things that I had on my mind, and I think I actually have a solution to that. I'll tell you in a second. But first, let me say we have here the word technician, and let me write my third thing, which is I thought of nurse. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to say all these 3 things out loud. And I'll say, I'm a pastry chef, I'm a technician, I am a nurse. And I realize now this is all tying together with yesterday's um, geotechs worksheet when I was talking about big answers to big questions, because and it's almost funny because it kind of like predicted it in a certain way. I got an email this morning about an event that's happening a couple of days from now about training in all of these areas that I'm thinking about. Uh, not, this came after I thought about all these things. So I, you know, that's very interesting to me. And likewise, these other identities are also probably, yeah, I think most of them are going to be, well, kind of included in the event that's happening this week that I'm going to go to. So I hope to meet people there for whom maybe all of these things make sense. I'm sure I will. So that's interesting to me because these 2 worksheets have really pointed me to an actual tangible activity where there are going to be people who care about all these things I've been talking about, and training and workforce development and so forth around all of these areas, a very broad set of areas and facilities and all sorts of things. And so I find that's very interesting. That's my I am worksheet. What is your I am worksheet? Your I am. Head to lifespotluck.com/worksheets and download worksheet 7 for yourself and enjoy. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and join me tomorrow for the next episode of Life's Potluck Buffet. Have a great day.